Okay, how are we doing? Alright, been a while since I've been back on the streams. Last time, if you were tuning in, it was the Emerald Kaiser Elite 4. This one, a bit more of my my bread and butter, sterling silver. This time, to explain the run a little bit more. Welcome everyone. To explain this run a little bit more, just to give a bit of background while everyone's popping in. This is a New Game Plus run, so I've done 2 winning attempts of this so far. I banned all of the mons from my second attempt. I also banned split evolutions, so for instance, since I used Slowbro, I couldn't use Slowking, sadly. And I also banned the winning ones for my first Elite 4. Simply because I wasn't able to find what mons were on my first attempt, on my first winning attempt exactly. So it would have just been a guessing game. As it turns out, this team I've got here, it only uses 1 mon that I'm pretty sure I used in the first winning attempt. But no mons from that Hall of Fame, and no mons from the entirety of the second attempt. So that's over 50, if you include split evolutions, over 60 banned mons. You do feel it a bit, so some common encounters like Gyarados, like Crobat, like Slowbro, and of course Typhlosion, these are the best mons in the game. So missing out on them, and missing out on Electrode, which is very likely, and a lot of the Magnet Pull ones, which are very likely once you do have a Magnet Puller, which I did get. It does make some fights a lot harder, especially the new Chuck fight, where Crobat is very, very optimal there. And Kingler for Whitney, for instance, that's usually a must-bring mon. However, at times, I think I did have really good encounters for this. You see one of them right here. I had a Sprout Tower Sceptile. This mon Technician is easily S tier and has earned that spot in my eyes. So I'll go through the team real quick. In-game sound is a bit loud for your voice. Oh, okay. Is that better? I turned the in-game volume down a lot, so hopefully... Okay, perfect. Okay, so... yeah, let's go through the team. So these are the guys I'm bringing. If you don't know, they all sleep because of something in generations 3 and 4 called pre-sleep, where this doesn't work in later generations, but the sleep counter is global. So the sleep counter counts when you exit battle and go into another battle. So essentially you can guarantee a max turn sleep, run from the wild encounter that you used to get max turn sleep, and then you have a mon that is immune to status. Basically none of these mons will use pre-sleep, with one exception. But the way the HZLA calc works is it pre-sleeps your entire team, so it's just a bit more convenient. And this doesn't mess with any lung berries and whatever. Oh, I do have a cheat for this. So, cheat I'm using is just purely to show IVs. So first of all, we have the Sprout Tower Sceptile. Fake Out, Dual Chop, and Frenzy Plant are the key moves here. I will be swapping out Earthquake with some other moves as we progress through the Elite Four. But as you can see, very good attack, very good speed. Bulk is here and there, but this is a mon that if it's not switching into a quad resisted move, it doesn't really switch in any way. But I've really enjoyed using this mon, and it's for sure one of the best E4 mons. Oh, what the... Okay, there we go. This is my Fraligator. So these are PKX randomized IVs. And this starter is widely considered to be the worst of the three, but it has received 2 buffs since the start of the game, where it received Sucker Punch at level 51, which is a really, really good move for it. And then later on, it's made it so that Intimidate on Gator is replaced with Battle Armor. And that's really good, because this is, in my opinion, the most splashable starter. It can come to basically any fight because it has a mix of really solid stats, really good move pool, no quad weaknesses or anything. It's just solid defensive profile, and whenever it comes in, it always is able to 1v1 a mon or do something. It's really nice to have. Sorry. Okay, Skarmory. This is Battle Armor Skarmory, got on Route 37. And this, I didn't want to bring Skarm initially, because I thought it's a bit cheap. But it is the best E4 one, and it still is, even with the nerf. So before, it used to have Recover and Rest. Now it no longer has Rest TM compatibility, and it no longer has Recover. So it can only learn Roost through TM, which you get just before the Elite Four. Even still, this is a definite great mon, and probably the best E4 mon still. And it was definitely a must bring for me, because it just hard counters so many physical mons that would otherwise run through my team. It's just now that you can't have you can't have 40 power points of recovery now, so you can't perma-stall teams, which makes it a bit more sensible, and you have to kind of plan around that now. So if you don't hold down the W button, then you don't see the IVs, so that's why I keep going back and forth. Staraptor. So this is a mon that doesn't really see much E4 usage, but it's good. It's good. It has a really nice typing. It has Intimidate, which with 3 Battle Armor, Shell Armor mons is very nice. And it's just all around really good attacking stats. Some Staraptors, and I think the Staraptors brought in previous runs. I'm surprised no Reckless for Dialga. Yeah, I couldn't change that, but Yeah, so as pointed out, one of the common strats is to bring a Staraptor with good attack and reckless superpower, which is an attack that can KO Dialga in one hit. I have another plan for that, and that shouldn't be a problem. But yeah, Staraptor is still going to be very useful, and as my primary Intimidate mon, it can do a lot of things with this team. Okay, Gengar. This Gengar is very fast, otherwise it's quite average, I'd like to say. It's mainly here for its defensive profile, so it's immune to normal and fighting moves and ground moves, which is going to be very useful for some later fights. Other than that, it is generally... it supports the team against Bruno mainly, but it does some other things that are quite cool. Last but not least, the bounty of the run, Wormadam. So, Wormadam Trash Form, I'm bringing both it and Skarmory because I feel that this Wormadam has enough utility, has enough about it, to have stuff that Skarmory can't do. Namely this move here, Trick Room. Trick Room is going to be very nice for my team. It has Protect, which has some uses. It has a lot lower physical bulk, but good special bulk, which has its uses. It has U-Turn, which has its uses. And it has Rest, which also has its uses over Roost. So this is... do not count out the Wormadam. It definitely earns its place on this team. And has been one of the best mons in my run, for sure. So in 1.15, the other Wormadams and Mothim got buffs. So it was... I think it was not expected for this to be E4 straight away, but we're bringing it today. Yes, no Ghastly, no Ghastly. So we're not getting the first stage. I guess the first stage bounty has been taken, but the first stage in a 3-mon line. Okay. So for the Discord ping, let me just double check. Okay. I've gone through this already, but let me just double check my items. Dragon Fang, Expert Belt, Leftovers, Citrus Magnet, Silver Powder. Okay. Let's go. And this is definitely, yeah, 1 XP. I do need to double check as well that my stats are as they should be in the calculator. And I will check with Sceptile. I think if Sceptile is right, then the rest of them should be. This is very, very just being extra careful. But yeah, all the stats match, so this is definitely not stat glitch like we saw in Pold's run. Okay, let's go. Welcome to the Pokemon League. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Will. I've trained all around the world, making my Psychic-type Pokemon powerful. And at last, I've been accepted into the Elite Four. I can only keep getting better. Losing is not an option. We're challenged by Elite Four Will. He leads off with the Espeon. So the strategy here, this Espeon has been buffed from previous version, but only the mon itself. This is still minus speed nature, and as such, we're going to fake it out. And then we are going to click Technician Dual Chop, which is 120 base power with before stab to KO. Okay, this baits in Absol always because it's the only one with a super effective move on me, which is Mega Horn, which is clicking here because it always sees kill. So I'm going to go into my Star Raptor here, and I apologize, this is going to be quite a slow part because we're doing a full PP stall here. This is Super Luck and Scope Lens. Doesn't matter for my Battle Armor ones, but it does matter for my Star Raptor. I don't want to damage it either. And it should be like Zen Headbutt or something. Can't be Sucker Punch. So go into 1, 1. Okay, this is probably Cross Chop. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to switch between these two, so to basically intimate down. Raptor is not needed beyond Absol, so as long as I stay outside of Cross Chop crit range, then this is fine. Oh shit, that's 1 Mega Horn, 1 Cross Chop, 1 Zen Headbutt. Two Zen Headbutts. Full PP stall is necessary. This is Citrus on the Star Raptor as you saw. That's another Zen Headbutt. And I will double check as well. Maximum Cross Chop damage on me is 101 with crit. So as long as I am above that, that is fine. Cross Chop number 3. And there's a crit. You can see I'm still above 101. Oh. I want to make these switches as much as I can now, because otherwise it's not going random move, which is then Headbutt crits on Star Raptor, it can be bad. That's Cross Chop number 4. I do have a bit of leeway with this because Protect allows me to work around struggle turns a bit, but I do need, for later on, this full count. Final Cross Chop. Star Raptor is very low, but this is always a safe stall. And that's 5 Zen Headbutts. 5 or 6? Sucker Punch, Mega Horn, Mega Horn, just gonna shower it in love for a bit. Mega Horn, Mega Horn, Sucker Punch, Zen. I'm keeping track on my notepad. Mega Horn. Mega Horn. Zen. Mega Horn. That's a Zen Flinch. Mega Horn. That should be its last Mega Horn. Flinches here are helpful because then I don't have to dig into Roost PP, but it really doesn't matter either way. Captivate is just a fodder move here for that has high PP. That's 10 Zen, 2 Sucker Punch. 11 Zen. 12 Zen. 13 Zen. 14 Zen. 15. Okay, third Sucker Punch. Fourth Sucker Punch. That might be out of Zens. So I think I did miscount one potentially. It should be. Okay, we'll go W here. If I'm wrong about Trick Room turns here, I can protect. I protect here and see what it goes for. Struggle here. Okay. So this Absol now has struggle only. It has 184 HP, which is divisible by 4. So it dies in 4 turns. What I need to do is I need to set Trick Room this turn. Take minimal damage with W. So I go back into Skarmory. As Trick Room turn 1 is up. Trick Room turn 2. Trick Room turn 3. Trick Room turn 4, which is Gator, switch, as Absol dies. We get level 70 on these guys. And then we dig here, as we are faster under Trick Room. This is Motor Drive Electivire, and we underspeed it afterwards. Now it is always in Sucker Punch range. It can switch AI into Executor here, but that never matters. We get the Sucker Punch anyway. Now it goes Executor. And we go always into W on always Egg Bomb. That recoil damage is extremely necessary for what's going to happen next. Executor sees highest damage Ancient Power. Now Ancient Power means it can boost. However, I equip the Silver Powder on this to maximize U-turn damage, which coupled with Sucker Punch and exactly the 8 minimum recoil that Egg Bomb does. That is exactly enough for this Executor to die. So if it AP boosts it, it does not matter. And we cannot be crit because of Shell Armor. We get U-turn anyway. We go back into Feraligatr. It cannot switch into Typhlosion because although I went for a resisted hit with U-turn, it now sees Gator out. And it can only switch AI if it resists a move and it has a super effective move on the current one out. So this is always Sucker Punch to kill. Next up, Porygon Z is going to die to Expert Belt Sucker Punch. And the final one, Typhlosion, is going to die to Dig. It can never kill me, I have Battle Armor, and the crit would never kill me anyway. Dig plus Sucker Punch is going to be enough to KO. And that is well done, riskless. Okay. Now for the healing. You're fine. I need to max elixir you. Let me just double check, but I'm pretty sure everyone gets healed here. No, so nothing here requires. I suppose I can keep Raptor asleep, but I don't think that helps me at all. Okay, I'll just go with this. Max potion on you. Max potion on you. Since the sleep there is the pre-sleep, I didn't click a move. Max elixir on you. Elixir on you. Elixir on you. Okay, now for items. I believe I have every item here. Hopefully I didn't miss one of my box ones. I double checked that a few times. You're going to hold the Miracle Seed. The Gator is going to hold the Lumberry. Skarmory is going to hold Leftovers, I think, still. Yep. Citrus Berry is going to be held by rats. I want to say yes, because of Ninjask. Wormadam holds. I think Citrus is fine. It doesn't say what I need to hold, but it's just basically here for another mon. Okay, TMs. I want to teach Rock Tomb. I've got Rock Tomb, I think, already. Let me check what moves I need. You're fine, you're only going to be clicking those two. I should max elixir you, but... And I will. I will. Pardon the pun. Yeah, I was checking movesets. You have Rock Tomb, which you need. You don't need any other moves. Flash Cannon is here because of bayonets. Raptor is fine. This is fine. You are going to learn Flash Cannon over Trick Room, because that helps me with the fortress at the end. Okay. Trick Room is a TM that you get from beating Cynthia, as you see right here, so that's not going to matter. And, oh, before I forget, as is tradition, we're going to chuck some candies at will. Okay. Okay, let me just get the calc up. One thing that is important in this fight is switch AI. So there is two mons that you want to be careful about baiting. That is Fortress, which has Volt Switch and Explosion, which makes it very tough to deal with. Or annoying to deal with. It's not too threatening by itself. There is also Bayonet, which has Shadow Tag. Every mon here is going to be baited via super effective, so there is no room for weird explosion phase 2 shenanigans. So let's jump in. Okay, we are going to Fake Out, which has no bearing on the rest of the match. I'm going to Frenzy Plant. This is a very standard lead that you'll see everywhere. And it's just basically, the Gastrodon has Rindo Berry, so the common way to beat it is to nuke it with a grass move like Frenzy Plant in order to stop it from setting up rocks, which makes the rest of this fight a lot scarier. Now, Crobats can only go, and Frenzy Plant didn't matter, that I could go for Bullet Seed, I guess, but basically the main thing is that Crobat can only go for Cross Poison or Brave Bird here. It doesn't matter. It goes for Cross Poison, which is slightly more likely because of high crit AI. Now it can only go for Heat Wave, and that is why I have the Lumberry on Gator, as I could not preserve pre-sleep. Now I'm going to click Rock Tomb, which has two effects. 1, damage. 2, it's going to drop the speed for a mon to take the kill. Brave Bird is perfect because that means it's taken extra recoil damage, but Brave Bird plus Rock Tomb crit is never going to kill, which is another thing that I had to be careful of. Now it's never a heat wave on the switch to Scar, so we're going to pivot back to this. And it is always heat wave on the switch to Gengar, which never is dead to crit. And now with Magnet, Thunderbolt is a guaranteed KO. We outspeed because it is -1. And we get the level up. Drapion comes in next. And it is important here to go into Scum. I think I'm gonna eyeball it here, but basically I need to switch into Gator when it's gonna die of Life Orb and Night Days recoil. Otherwise, this is just a stall. It can go for either Aqua Tail or Night Days here. I just have to be careful of when it goes into red HP. Gator has a lot of wiggle room here as well because it has the Sucker Punch. And that is the PP max coming into play here. We have full 16 PP of Roost, which is another thing that you cannot get in EK. It has a chance to go for Night Days here, I think. This looks like if it clicks Night Days here, it will die. So we're going to go into Gator here, which of course Battle Armor, it always lives the hit. We do not need Gator to be healthy for anything else. It clicks that there, but that's fine. It's always good for an attack, and so we click Sucker Punch to kill. Ninjask here. Now this is random move between close combats and X-Scissors. This is definitely Citrus, is it not? Yep. So we're going to click. Go into Star Actor here. It can never die to close combat crit plus X-Scissor crit. But the main... that, just as I said, it can never die to close combat crit plus X-Scissor crit. The key thing here really is that, although of course Intimidate doesn't help Staraptor live anymore, it does mean that Skarmory 1v1s this better, and if it goes for the Swords Dance, it only has 1 PP of that. Double Team is fine with Aerial Ace. We're going to go into Gengar here. It's max HP, so it should have full control over close combat AI. Now it's either setting up here or it's going for X-Scissors. It can never go for close combat, of course. And so that is the second SD we need, because that is going to cancel out the Sword Stance, which it hasn't gone for yet, but it can. There's the Sword Stance, but this is completely fine. In fact, we could do the same switch again, but we don't need to. What we're going to do instead is we're going to Roost a bunch, as it gets rid of its close combats, which I believe it has 3 more of. It has no more SDPP, so it cannot break through Skarmory. That was either its last or its second to last, so Aerial Ace here is always safe. Yeah. And Aerial Ace has nothing it can bait with Switch Air. I think this is overkill, but I'm going to Roost again. And then Aerial Ace ensures it dies this time. You guys all know what Aerial Ace does. Bayonet comes in because it has Will-O-Wisp, which the AI sees or believes is super effective. This is just going to be one good stall. And as you see here, Bayonet has Fake Out, but Shadow Force, when on a resisted mon, has +1 priority. Which leads to this very weird sort of 1v1. But I accounted for everything, and Flash Cannon is here. I didn't account for that, actually. Shit. I should have gone for Aerial Ace. Okay, this can Volt Switch, so or just Boom. So I'm gonna Captivate here. Oh yeah, that's also not gonna work. But Boom can never kill me here, so this is just basically, and I'm just waiting for it to Volt Switch, which is highly likely to do. Or it can Boom. Either way, this is a free matchup. And there's the Volt Switch, which, because I roosted, I'm grounded. Okay, so I should click Aerial Ace here. There's Fake Out, because Fake Out is +1, so it's tied with Shadow Force. And then I'm completely fine to just spam Aerial Ace here. And there's no reason not to click Aerial Ace. Okay, I'm going to Roost here. And this is just basically throwing whatever I can to beat this Fortress now. Which, this is a, it can never Boom because it's last mon. And of course it can never crit, and of course Roost is always a guaranteed way of eating up another Volt Switch. So I'm just gonna chip it down here, and then I have Wormadam in the back. The Volt Switch max roll on Skarm is 98, so completely fine to just continue to Flash Cannon here, which is more damage than Aerial Ace. And then we go into Wormadam here. Again, can never Boom. Spadef drop is fine as well. And that is Koga down. Another riskless fight. Okay. Cool. Yeah, Fake Out, when I said, I should explain. When I said +1 is move priority rather than the actual, you know, quick attack, extreme speed type thing. But Fake Out is also +1 in this game. So Will-O-Wisp is 0 score. All status moves are 0 score by default. But they can be disincentivized by other things, which... So in theory, it should always Shadow Force. But I don't fully trust the AI, so I keep Flash Cannon to account for all scenarios. But it is fine. It's fine. It was a no-lose situation there. Okay. Time to heal up the team. There is no benefit to any pre-damage. There's also no benefit to free damage on Raptor, pre-sleep on Raptor, so I'm just gonna do that. Okay. So for this next one, Seppi is going to be holding the Dragon Fang again. Skarmory is still holding the leftovers, clutching onto them for dear life. Gator is going to be holding the Figgy Berry. Not Citrus Berry, Figgy Berry. Staraptor is going to be holding the Shell Bell. G, the Gengar, is going to be holding the Twisted Spoon. And Wormadam is still going to be holding the Citrus Berry. We'll now heal the PP. We have the Revive in case anything goes wrong later. Of course, is a joke. Because nothing's going to go wrong. Please don't forget PP points. Yeah. Okay. And for the third fight in a row, and not the last, Sceptile is going to be the lead. Sceptile is really good into this fight, but we're not going to be using it to its fullest potential. And this is because I have devised a safer line. I do need to teach some TMs. These are the TMs for Rest. Which we're going to teach over Rock Tomb. Brick Break, which is to be taught over Aerial Ace. And and Psychic, which is to be taught over Thunderbolt. Wrong way. Okay. So, Dragon Fang, yes. Figgy, yes. Figgy does not confuse plus attack. Leftovers, Shell Bell, Twisted Spoon, and Citrus Berry. Great. So, Bruno's was widely considered to be the toughest fight in the Elite Four. And it might still be. But there is a lot of Bruno that was previously thought to be random. We now have more knowledge about that so-called random fact. Those so-called random factors. Those being Rockhead, AI, and Quick Claw. However, truth be told, I'm going to try and do a cool strat. But truth be told, none of that matters because Skarm is OP. So, let's hop into it. I always train to the extreme because I believe in our potential. That is how we became strong. Can you withstand our power? I see no fear in you. You look determined. Perfect for battle. Ready, SMV? You will bow down to our overwhelming power. Hoo-ha! Elite Four Bruno. He leads off with Infernic. We lead off with a starter of our own. Sceptile is one of the few mons, and you always want this. A mon that is faster than Infernic and can kill it. Killing it is not too hard. Being faster can be a little tricky. But we are 9 points faster. Fake Out here is necessary for chip damage, and then Dual Chop always kills. I did actually forget to teach U-Turn on the Sceptile over Earthquake, but it really doesn't matter because this is still going to have the same result. Okay, that's another thing that I completely glossed over. Flygon is one of the more threatening mons on Bruno's team, but with Sceptile, it's a Dragon type, so it's going to bait in Flygon first because Flygon has a better offensive matchup than the rest of the team. Sceptile can just get an easy kill on it. So Sceptile lead always gets 2 kills on Bruno. Usually it breaks the slash here. That does not matter, but I would be able to in theory. Okay, so this is slash Aggron. This is Rockhead, but it does not matter. It doesn't matter what this clicks. Dragon Rush is completely fine, and that means that I do have to count PP here. And by how Rockhead AI works, it should always be going for Head Smash and Superpower first. Okay. There's Superpower. Now, of course, when we're grounded, we take more Superpower damage. It is calculated though, because 5 Superpowers in a row to a grounded Skarmory will never kill it after Leftovers recovery. And Head Smash, we're always at a net advantage. So that's 2 Superpowers, 1 Head Smash. 2 Superpowers, 2 Head Smash. Head Smash and Superpower are both +1 here. Dragon Rush is not +1. 3 Superpowers, 2 Head Smash. 4 Superpower, 2 Head Smash. It looks like it's doing a lot, but net gain is not. 3 Head Smash, 4 Superpower. Basically when I'm at 6 Roost PP. 4 Head Smash, 4 Superpower. I think that's number 5. And then I could have predicted it would go for Superpower here, but it, again, Skarmory is unfortunately brainless gameplay. And if you remember E4 strats of the old, Skarmory likes to go for Airway spam here. And we are going to do that because we're going to be wasting turns, but it's for a purpose. So that's 3 Dragon Rush down. 4 Dragon Rush down. 5 Dragon Rush. We basically, once this icon starts using Earthquake, it is out of Dragon Rush PP. I think it's 7 Dragon Rush. 8 Dragon Rush. So I'm going to Roost here so that I'm not taking the Earthquake damage. 9, I think. We're just going to chip it a bit more. Now it should be Earthquake. I'm going to Captivate here, which it is immune to. And there's Earthquake. I'm going to Captivate once more. It has a lot of Earthquake PP. The AI doesn't switch out if it has only immune move left, because it has theoretically possible moves it can go for. It just can't click those. Okay, it's always going for Earthquake, so we're going to switch into Raptor. This is Shell Bell Raptor, and we didn't want to do too much damage because we wanted to be able to recover that health with Brick Break here. The purpose of going Raptor here is because Raptor always baits in Gallade next. And against Gallade, we are always faster than Gallade, which I did double check just then, and we always KO with Brave Bird. Now Brave Bird are not Aerial Ace or not Fly, not anything like that. We want to take this recoil damage. I'll show you why in a sec. 159. 159, Staraptor at 159 HP is always dead to Hydro Cannon, but due to Shell Bell and Brave Bird recoil, it can never be dead to Ice Punch. This means we can't get frozen on the switch here to Gator. Now you're thinking, if it's guaranteed Hydro Cannon, why this and not Sceptile? Well, the reason is we want to knock off here, which can never kill Swampert, and can Torrent Hydro Cannon is never more than Earthquake. We want to get rid of the Window Berry. It goes for Yawn, which is good because that means it's guaranteed to Earthquake on the switch here to Gengar. And Gengar is going to Giga Drain, which means it's only taken 1 Sand Chip. Without a Window Berry, Swampert is always dead to this. That leaves 1 Mon left, which is Machamp. Now, we need to stall out 5 Sand Chip on this Machamp. And the way I'm going to do this is I'm going to go into Wormadam. Wormadam has a unique feature here over Skarmory, which is that it has Protect for one, and for another, it is always dead here to Dynamic Punch, which means it can never bait Stone Edge from high crit here. We're going to Protect it, Dynamic Punch, that's number 1, and 2 turns of Sandship. Dynamic Punch number 2. I'm going to go back into Wormadam here on Shadow Punch, which it's never in Stone Edge range yet. Dynamic Punch number 3. And so it has taken 3, 4, and this is Sandship number 5 now, as it's going to Dynamic Punch on the switch to Gengar. Now, watch closely. Machamp takes Sandship before Gengar, which means it's going to activate Quick Claw this turn. That means I have to switch into W. Now, just double checking HP ranges. Stone Edge on Gengar is 131, so we have to be a bit careful there. So we're going to go into this. Citrus Berry from Wormadam means that we're always out of range of Stone Edge, which means we can't get crit on the switch to Gengar. We're not going to Protect here because it has one last Dynamic Punch. We need to make sure it goes for that and not random move. So we're going to switch directly into Gengar. Watch closely. We are buffeted by the Sandstorm first, so it cannot activate its Quick Claw, which means a Twisted Spoon Psychic is a guaranteed KO. And that is Bruno defeated. Okay. So yeah, that's a very cool tech, which is a Gen 4 classic. One thing to mention here is that even there's a 1 in 25 that could have gone wrong, which is that the Machamp activates Quick Claw twice, and therefore I'd have to switch back into Wormadam, in theory. However, Twisted Spoon is one of the weekday sibling items, which is actually on Route 29, but it's only obtainable after Falkner. Even still, this would work with Expert Belt, but say if you wanted to, if you had this exact team. But one thing to mention is that 1 in 25 of the time, Gengar couldn't have got that kill. However, since Machamp was stalled out of Dynamic Punch there, I had a contingency line which was just stalling out with Skarmory. And that is a little risky because I can't Roost. Well, I can Roost actually because it can't Earthquake ever. So that's completely fine actually. Skarmory is completely able to beat Machamp once the 5 Dynamic Punches are gone. Okay. So that is Bruno done. So far, the E4 has been completely riskless. A couple things to mention there. The Figgy Berry I put on Feraligatr, that is so that if it took Hydro Cannon plus Earthquake, it would always be in range of only Earthquake, which I calculated fully with Sandship. That way it sees Earthquake kill and not Yawn as well, so, which it wouldn't all the time with Citrus. I also had Rest on the set, which is like an extra backup if it missed Yawn. So if it went for Yawn and missed Yawn, so in that case I could go for the the Rest. Although I think if that happened, then it might have been, well, because then Sandship can get weird. So yeah, I'd go for Rest, so it'd always be going for Earthquake, because it always sees me with the sleep status. Okay, let's heal some guys. Now, I'm going to say it already, I'm going to heal everyone here except Gengar. Gengar HP does not matter. For the next fight. But it does matter for the red fight. And if you saw my moveset, you might be able to tell what I'm thinking now. But if not, no worries. Gonna max elixir everyone. Including Gengar. That's fine. Okay. Karen. So this is where I use the Life Orb. Life Orb in this game is obtained after a series of very difficult trainers, which is the Route 45 Gauntlet. It's not really a gauntlet because you can fly out, but there are 4 Sun Trainers, I think, before you get Life Orb. And there is one final 7v6 which you can use to get an encounter. I have not beaten that yet because I did not need the encounter. But the other fights are not too bad especially once you're above at E4 cap, because they're like level 54. We're gonna go XP share on Gator. For some stuff on red, it's not necessary, but I would like it to be level 71. Lefties on Skarm I think is necessary, as always. Let's go Lum on Wormadam. And Raptor gets the black belt. Gengar gets the spell tag. It's really, well, okay, what does it actually want? Wise Glasses I think is better. Because I think with the ranges, it doesn't matter what item it holds. But there is one mon that it's being used for that it doesn't need HP for. Huh. Actually, Twisted Spoon is better. I just figured out a flaw in my planning, but it doesn't matter, I want to say. Because this is still fine. The original plan, spell tag is a legal item. Spell tag is added to 1.15. 4 before an encounter, 3 before. I mean, you might be right. I might be thinking of the hikers as well that you fight in Blackthorn, but fair enough. Spell tag is in the Dark Cave now, but yeah. Which isn't actually mentioned in the docs, but I brought that up in the Bugs channel. So just give me a minute, I want to do some quick maths. $28 each time. Okay, that's fine. So, to clarify, this is part of the Bear line, Earthring line, and my original plan was to KO it with Giga Drain, but that would mess up the pre-damage that I've been keeping. I think as well I want to reteach Aero Ace to Raptor. Okay, this in theory is a riskless member. Let me check, I definitely still have Earthquake. Yeah, Sceptile can learn Earthquake in Vanilla. I was a little surprised, but that's completely fine, yeah. This is meant to be a riskless fight. However, Sableye I need to be kind of careful with. So yeah. Sableye takes 5 turns to die to struggle recoil. I believe. Yeah, it's obviously not divisible by 4. It's odd. So Wormadam is fine there. Matter of fact, I think I've got a better item for this, which is the Lightning Tail, and that does ensure one thing. So I'm going to go into this fight here. I'm known for my overpowering tactics. Think you can take them? Just try to entertain me. Let's go. The battle against Karen. She leads off with a Lucario, which is basically the opposite of a Dark type, but whatever. This is Focus Sash. It has download. It can never see kill with extreme speed here, so I just outspeed and fake out Earthquake. Boom. Life Orb is absolutely necessary for that kill. This is Gyarados now. It's always going for Brave Bird. But this Skarmory is able to stall this. Now, for this line to work, I need Vileplume out early. So because of that, I need to kill this Gyarados with a Life Orb Dual Chop. So I need to basically get it down to about 2/3 of its health. I think it's optimal to Roost here, but I don't think it matters. And of course this never triggers a Switch AI because the only one that resists flying, which is the Tyranitar, doesn't have a super effective move for me. Let's go for another Roost here. That's 3 Aqua Tails, which we do have to be careful of. 4 Aqua Tails. And half health, so that's definitely in range of Sceptile. I'm going to Roost up to full here. Or near enough to full. Because I think using another Roost here would actually be suboptimal. I'm going to switch into Sceptile here, which never dies to Aqua Tail crit. Plus the follow-up Life Orb. Dual Chop, easy kill. Only needed 1. Solo Chop right there. And we get gated to 71, which will be useful later. This is always Sludge Bomb, which means a safe switch to W. And what we're going to do here, Spore is fine. This is always going for Earth Power. Okay, so we go into Raptor. This can be either Spore or it can be the other move. Sludge Bomb. So that's 1 Earth Power. And I'm going to take a tally of that as well. So we're going to U-turn out here for some extra chip. I'm kidding. This is Bright Powder. But this is always baiting Sludge Bomb or Spore, so W is completely safe. 1 Sludge Bomb, but it doesn't really matter. 2 Earth Power. Sludge. Earth Power has 10 PP, so stalling out Sludge Bombs doesn't matter at all. 3. Four. I'll just click, makes it a bit faster. 5. I'm a little surprised it hasn't once tried to go for a Spore on Staraptor. I think it's been Sludge Bombs every time. 6. I don't think Sludge Bombs... Spore has more than 1 PP. I'm pretty sure. 7. If you're getting a little bored by this PP stall, just you wait. We have the mother of all PP stalls, and of course, in typical EK type fashion, there's another Spore. In typical EK type fashion, it is done on a Sableye. That is Earth Power number 9. I think I counted correctly. It should be Earth Power number 10. There we go. We just can win this 1v1 quite easily. Once we have this hit here, we basically have won that stall. There's Spore. So next time around, I'm gonna get to rest, and then I'm gonna hopefully hit one more flash cannon. We can kill this with either... Is there a particular one I need to kill this with? There's Spore, so... Oh, struggle, okay. Okay, so, Wormadam... Let me check if anyone's saying stuff. It's called not to style... Well, yeah, having an icon is very nice. There's also Sacred Ash in Dark Cave, I did not know that. So, Wormadam always baits out the Sableye next. And I can't honestly remember what sleep turn this is. Okay, well, it's waking up now. Okay, well, I didn't mean to do that, but... Basically, the reason I have Lightning Tail here is so I can get slow U-turn on Sableye. It's probably going to knock me off. I don't know if it knocks off Lightning Tail. I don't know if there's special AI for that. It goes for Will-O-Wisp, which is fine. So we're going to go into Raptor here to intimidate it. And that's going to help our Battle Armor ones very nicely. I'm going to U-turn here, which is completely fine, of course. Chipping away at this thing is the name of the game. Can I get cheeky with another? I can. And I have more than enough health, and I will be faster next time to stall it. So this just basically means that Sableye is doing no damage. Okay. I don't need to keep track of PP. I can just let it rip. Shadow Punch into burn into something that's not great there. So go into this. See if I can... Oh no, I'm completely fine because it's -2, yeah. I'm gonna rest up here. Oh, did it knock me off already? Why am I faster? Whatever. And we're just gonna throw off some moves. At the end of it, what we need to do is we need to kill this, or let it struggle on... Ah, 1 sec. I need to kill it on bear. Oh, a gator. So gator baits in bear. So ideally we don't die here. Which is why I didn't go for... Well, I suppose I could have sped that up a lot by clicking U-turn there. If I can get out of the covers, this saves you guys a lot of time. Check it. Oh wait, Gator's already burnt. I might as well rest this up then. There's another recover. Of course, Sableye is slower than pretty much everything, so it can't trigger a switch AI. I'm gonna dig here. Cover's fine. Just an extra... Oh, it took you a while to do that, actually. It took you a while to do that. You haven't burnt me yet, though. There's a chance. There's a chance. I might be able to break through just with Gator luck. Okay, it must have used a lot of recovers, though. It's not recovering now. Okay, like I said, it saves you guys a lot of time because now Ursaring comes in. This is basically all I needed. It can never go for crunch here. It's going for either cross chop. It's just going for cross chop actually. So we go into this, and it's always going for crunch. Which is why we kept leftovers on Skarn. It can never go for crunch itself here, so it's always going for either cross chop or facade. No, 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 no! That was meant to be Gengar! Shit. Okay. Oh. Fuck my life. Alright. That's really bad. Okay. I can get this for free. And so then it's always going for facade or frost chop. No, it's always going for facade here. Crunch. That's enough to kill it there. I'm thinking if I want to do that though. I had to play with Gator there. Red's a lot scary. Yeah, red is terrifying now. Maybe. I can kill it with Psychic here. Issue is, I know everything here baits Stone Edge. So I go that crunch, that move, that crunch. I might have to risk raw crit. It doesn't even get me anywhere. No, wait. I think I see. Let me check damage on this. This might be an out, but I don't know if I can survive. $97? Okay, I'm fine barely. Okay, scar me here. Elsewhere definitely isn't divisible by 8. Is that fucking divisible by 8? It is perfectly, yeah. Damn it. Well, it always lives cross drop actually, so this is still fine. Okay, nice try. U-turn here. Last one is Tyranitar. If my calculations are correct, we should live this with 2 HP. This is Life Orb Frenzy Plant. Yes! Okay. Oh yeah, I didn't know the thing about Ursaring there, because I was just planning for it to... I did kind of actually know it was divisible by 8, but I wasn't thinking about that because I was planning to kill it before that was ever, you know, a thing. Man, that's so unfortunate. Okay, this might be... I'll rip off the band-aid. What I was planning for red is leading with my Gengar and Destiny Bonding turn 1. Which is why it's pre-damaged. It always sees kill with Flash Cannon, so it will go for that. Always be outsped. Always bait in Mewtwo next, which I can bring in Mewtwo for Wormadam for free on. I need to see if this is still possible with that line in mind. This can work with a 5-mon red, but that 6th mon that could die was Sceptile. I did say to myself before this that this is such clean strategy that the only way I can lose this E4 is if I threw on purpose. Not threw on purpose, but made a mistake. And I have made a mistake. Damn it all. That does a lot. Those are recoil moves. Scan beats that. I'm just looking at the calc right now, in case you guys were wondering. Man, why can't Silverwind be a TM? I can just... Okay. If I let Gengar die, Moltres screws me hard. Unless... maybe that's a possibility. Okay. So this is guaranteed to be 2 rounds of Life Orb plus my chip. So 130, that's not enough. But it is if I Trick Room Protect. Okay, okay. So that is always 110. 278 over 3. No. 182 minus 36 minus 18 divided by 3. This was just 100. 182 divided by 3 plus 100, 160. Then that should kill. I guess I don't even need that necessarily. I can go with this. But that baits that early. What level am I? But does that actually help? No, it doesn't. I can't let Septile die. What if I switch the water though? Okay. 70-ish%. 2, 3. It needs to be dead on that turn, yeah. Oh, it can fucking... Oh, no, that doesn't work. How the fuck do I beat the... Wait. Oh, that's genius. Why didn't I think of that earlier? Okay, wait, this still works. So lead Gengar, Debond, Wormadam, Mewtwo. Is that citrus enough? It is a regular life form. Though it's wait, yes, but then 83. So I'm taking that recall, yeah. So I have to I think it has to be like exactly this. I can kill this. Should work. To sack. Extra sack. I need the extra sack. Okay. No, this is a problem without practicing. I can't. Makes sense, yeah. Cause of sludge bomb. Right? Oh, cause wait, no. Okay, well I guess these are actually exactly the same. Plus 70. The rush is more. It will be at -1. It's risking a lot. Yeah, I'm cooking at the moment, but it's tight. Is this more damage? No, dual shot still. Let's go for more crit if that's the case though. Is it fully over if I lose this? Does 53 tops, but then it's also taking that, yeah. Okay. I have something, but it doesn't. It's not clean. It's not clean. We heal everyone except Gengar. I think Stealth Rocks just dooms us so much that I'm willing to still go one down. Alright. Focus Sash for you. Which is more important for Scar? I think it's got to be leftovers still. Where is this? Is it already equipped? Okay. We have a weird item. You're going to be holding the spell tag. Is this still right? No. What we decided, what I decided, sorry. We as in me, myself, and I. This holds the wise glasses. And gets the flash cannon taught to it. which it has. Okay. Fair enough. You get Rock Tomb and Rock Slide talk to you. No, you don't learn that. Okay. Oh, Max Elixir. Right. Okay. Champion time. Those of you still with us, we're going to be fighting the champion now. The line I've cooked up. Oh, and one more thing I need to make sure of actually. This guy absolutely needs Trick Room. I teach it over U-turn. No, I teach over rest. Three, 4. Protect doesn't matter actually. Okay, this line here is, it risks a bit. But with these monsters, it's the only way I could find. I think it risks double Sacred Fire burn is the main thing to worry about. And maybe there's a way to pull out of that as well. Okay. We're just going to send it. Okay. So, Dialga always sees a kill with Flash Cannon at this range of health. We're going to go for Destiny Bond. That takes it down and prevents it from setting up rocks. It is now a 4v5. Gen 4 AI sees the Mon that just fainted as the Mon that it needs to adjust switch AI for. So it's always going to go into Mewtwo here. We're going to go into Wormadam here. And this is also something that Skarmory can never do, which is hold its own against Mewtwo for a little bit. So we're going to Trick Room here. As we take Aura Sphere. Now before I had a plan to kind of, not save this, but I never had a plan to save this actually. Wormadam and Gengar were always going to die on this. The rest, the other 4, were going to live. With Sceptile as a maybe sack if everything went wrong. That my plans were foiled somehow. Flash Cannon here never kills Mewtwo with a crit with the Wise Glasses. But it always does enough where after these 2 Life Orb, Mewtwo is in range of Staraptor, Bravebird. It is now turn number 3 of Trick Room. Bravebird is going to kill. And that is always going to bait in Jolteon because it has double electric by Switch AI. Black Belt Close Combat, thankfully, is always a kill on this. Now, here is the scary part. At -1 defenses, which of course I needed, I can't run White Herb, I can't do any of that fancy stuff. At -1 defenses, it has a chance to click Sacred Fire. Currently, I am dead to 6 rolls of Sacred Fire. If it goes for Sacred Fire over Brave Bird and gets the burn chance, I am in deep trouble. So please, do not do that. We're going to go into Sceptile here. And to be fair, Sceptile can live the Sacred Fire non-crit if it burns, but I obviously can't get the chip I need. There's Sacred Fire. Don't burn, don't burn, don't burn. Fuck. Trick Room wears out. We're going to fake out, just do as much damage as we can. We can get a dual chop crit on one of these. Shit, man. Not even extra recoil. Alright, this is scary. That looks exactly half HP. So what I need to do now, I believe, I couldn't go Muscle Band because I needed exactly Black Belt, and Life Orb just messed up my chances a bit more. Although now I'm thinking about it, maybe Life Orb was the play, so I could kill here. But I think I need to get the Intim here. This will always be Brave Bird. Always Brave Bird. So we're going to U-turn here. And now this is what's very risky. It can go for Cosmic Power here half the time. It never sees kill with Sacred Fire. So it can go Cosmic Power half the time. Rock Tomb always makes it slower than me. Sacred Fire burn is the one thing we have to dodge. It's 1/15% chance. Which, with the Sceptile stuff, we need to do. Come on! Yes! We're not out of the woods. We're not out of the woods, but that is very good. There is one final thing that we have to dodge here. So we're going to Rock Tomb again. Slaking comes out. And now this is... I win this 1v1 always. It's going to go for its 5 CCs. Even with burn damage, this could have been possible if I got low rolls. But it would have been very, very tight. Because I actually out-heal close combat. I'm wondering which is more likely for my starts to live. Okay, Focus Blast is always fine for the Raptor at this health. That should be the last close combat. Yep, completely random move now. And it's at -5 defense, which it ate up that Rock Tomb so well. Now we're faster. It can never go for Earthquake, by the way. Only thing I'm thinking right now is if Focus Blast crits, my Raptor dies to Brave Bird Recoil. I win, but I lose Raptor. This is always a win from here, but I might... I don't have enough PP to stall this, I don't think. But Focus Blast can miss. Alright, I think I just have to take this. It'll be so nice if Raptor can live here. We've won here, by the way. This Venusaur, always going for Focus Blast here. If Focus Blast crits, I probably die to Brave Bird Recoil. Focus Blast can miss, and of course, if it doesn't crit, Raptor joins us. It missed! One final Brave Bird, taking out the final Mon of Red. We have beaten Sterling Silver, despite my best attempts to sabotage myself. Okay. There we go. There's the payoff. There's the payoff. Okay, so, obviously, yeah, once the, we saw the Sacred Fire didn't burn from Moltres, it was always going to be safe. With burn, I think there was still some ways to keep it safe, because leftovers plus roost meant that we out-healed close combat, but we would have to definitely be very careful there. The only reason I was being very conservative, trying to keep my, or considering a way to keep my Raptor alive, is because I'm looking to do post-game as well. And losing all of these mons, Sceptile, Feraligatr, is not good for post-game. However, we still do have 2 mons from this. And I really wanted to make this an E4 where only 2 mons would die. Which is... Hopefully, you guys saw the vision. So, the idea was that... My original plan, I'll go through, was same as before, Destiny Bomb Gengar, switch in Wormadam, Trick Room, Flash Cannon, or I do whatever. Then, Feraligatr comes in with Expert Belt, it Sucker Punches. And then with Trick Room up, with Expert Belt it always KOs the Jolteon with Dig. Then it would be Venusaur, Frenzy Plant always, or Focus. No, I don't think it could be Focus Blast. And I would switch into my Sceptile, then my Skarm on Sludge Bomb, then my Staraptor on Focus Blast, kill that, which I would never die at that point, because I wouldn't have to hold Black Belt, for one, and I wouldn't have to be chipped beforehand. And then it would just be Slaking Last Mon. Sorry, Moltres. Moltres would go for either Sacred Fire or the Brave Bird, and Rest Gator always wins that 1v1. I Rock Tomb and then I Rest, and then I always win that 1v1. And then last one Slaking, as you saw, Garmu just wins. Okay, so hopefully you guys saw that without that throw that I made against the Ursaring, that this would have been practically a riskless E4. And I'm very annoyed that I couldn't show just how clean this line was. But, yep, that is Sterling Silver New Game Plus, first ever New Game Plus to be beaten. I don't think, it's definitely not the best Sterling Silver run out there. There was the One Death Equals Reset runs by Intercom and AJ, and I think Connor. And then there was, let me just snap that, but you can see it in the replay anyway. Then there was the Midlock by Ionic, but I think my run was still pretty cool. So yeah, for me, it is now New Year's Eve, and this is the Sterling Silver. Yeah, I'll be doing the post game at some point, but I am not going to be nuzlocking tomorrow. I am going to be enjoying myself. None of this stressful business. And yeah, if I don't talk to you guys beforehand, then all of you have a great, happy New Year's. And take care. All the best. Just let this play out a bit. Have a look at these. Slacking in to left. Yeah, thanks everyone for watching, of course. Last dub of 2024, potentially. I don't know. I think Spatio was looking to run theirs as well, after mine. So they might do it now-ish, or they might do it later today, I guess, or tomorrow. I don't know. But best of luck to them, of course. But if they don't succeed, then this will be probably the last win. Spatio, yeah, on the Sterling Silver Discord. But yeah, I'm gonna call it there.